Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and are you all happy it's Saturday once again? So we're looking at XRP on the 1 hour chart, sitting here just above 61 cents. So it looks like the major pullback that everyone was calling for over the course of the last 24 hours didn't happen. Like I said, I still think we're going to continue upward from here. A lot of big news can come out around Ripple and XRP at any moment. XRP now available in 72 countries with combined GDP of over $8 trillion. For context, the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia region encompasses up to 72 countries, including major players like India, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Israel, Turkey, Egypt, and Qatar. The MEASA region boasts a combined nominal GDP of over $8 trillion. And these countries have to send money back and forth to each other. And they're going to want a trust layer in between. XRP. Zumo CEO Nick Jones, take a listen to this.
Here right now is payments, so particularly international remittances and moving money around the world, blockchain and the lack of intermediaries involved in that. Really that's starting to be realised now. Again, banks, large-scale financial institutions using the underlying technology and digital assets, stablecoin type digital assets to move money around. So we're seeing that's now an established use case.
So that's now an established use case, moving money around. And I like the way he said that large financial institutions and banks are already using this technology, are getting involved with this technology. The reason I keep pointing out Ripple partners and Ripple customers and how they talk about RippleNet and XRP is because I want to show you what you're really holding. You are holding the future when you hold XRP. And you can see it evolving very fast now. You know, a couple of years ago, this was all conspiracy theory and speculation. Today, little by little, it's all becoming fact. XRP ODL liquidity bridge asset. As per the model, XRP can be either held by ODL partner or the bank itself, as per Wrath of Comment. There are 40 ODL partners across the globe and growing. Banks can skip ODL and hold XRP in the future, leading to scarcity of XRP and hence contributing to the utility base price increase. Proof banks are realizing the importance of digital assets. You know, the banks are going to want to hold XRP because I think they're going to have to pivot their model, their business model. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So Thailand's second largest bank has announced today that it is acquiring 97% of shares in a local crypto exchange through a subsidiary. All big banks are realizing that with CBDC coming into force, people will keep their money in a CBDC wallet and not in the bank account. In such cases, banks will need alternative sources of income to lend out loans, and crypto digital assets is one of the lucrative businesses. So first off, we're going to see scarcity of XRP in the future. I always said that could happen. You're going to have to wait for someone to sell their XRP before you can even buy more. And at that point, retail will be priced out. But the banks will have to come up with a new business model if people aren't using bank accounts. We're already seeing that happen now. My bank's in the insurance business all of a sudden. But think about if they held crypto, especially if they held XRP. At that point, XRP would be so valuable compared to a central bank digital currency. People would be investing in it, waiting for the price to go higher and making money on their investment. At that point, all of us would be so wealthy, we would be on an island somewhere sipping drinks out of a coconut. Boom, proof in the pudding. BRICS Journal on Economics sheds light on de-dollarization, spotlighting XRP multiple times. The tides are turning. This isn't just a ripple, it's a wave. I said it so many times in the past, and people said, BRICS is never going to use a USA-based company for cross-border payments. They're never going to utilize XRP. You got to remember, BRICS are not going to use SWIFT. They're already looking for an alternative. What's the best alternative to SWIFT? RippleNet and XRP. It's definitely going to happen. We're just waiting for the big announcement to come, and I think we will get that between now and next year. EU, EBA, EMEA, and other European governing bodies has issued out a report on crypto assets. Take a listen to this.
So what the report confirmed, and it was not really a surprise, is that some crypto assets are financial instruments under EU regulations, and some are not. Most of them, however, are not.
So most crypto assets are not financial instruments. And with regulations coming, like Brad Garlinghouse even said, 99% of crypto is going to go to zero. Lehman Baird over there at Hedera has said the same thing. You start out with a whole bunch of cryptocurrencies, and in the end, you end up with a handful. XRP is going to be one of those cryptocurrencies. Imagine all the FOMO money leaving the meme coins and ending up in XRP. Volante, U.S. Faster Payments Council celebrating 5 years of advancing faster payments in the United States. Pat Thelen of Ripple speaking on the future of crypto as a member of the U.S. Federal Faster Payments Council. Take a listen to this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pat Thielen. I'm the Vice President of Global Account Management at Ripple. We truly believe that there is an Internet of Value coming, much like the Internet provided with communications and email in the 90s and through the beginning of the millennium. Today, the payment system is advancing. And unlike a lot of the other crypto players in Ripple's space, we truly believe that the revolution is going to occur from within. So the ecosystem that the U.S. Faster Payments Council has put together will be those players that will make sure we advance the industry. The working groups that are coming out, it's the cross-border, the QR, the directory model. These are really opportunities to take that user experience, the interoperability that has been designed in the other initiatives, and really apply it to real-world problems. Many countries have leapfrogged the U.S. in real-time payments, so this is a real opportunity for us to leverage a body like this. The playing field is set, and you can either sit on the sidelines or suit up with U.S. Faster Payments Council and change the game.
You need to get off the sidelines. Everything is coming together perfectly. You know, I still see people saying, I have until 2025 to get invested. I don't want to tie my money up now. Well, you're going to be paying a much higher price for XRP by 2025. Most likely, you will be priced out by the time 2025 gets here. This is moving along very fast now. Ripple strongly believes that the United States can and should be a leader in the digital asset space. However, regulation by enforcement, the preferred approach of U.S. regulators, has served only to wreak havoc in the digital assets currency marketplace, hurting consumers and industry alike. Clear regulatory frameworks must be established if the United States hopes to retain its position as a global leader. I think the United States is pushing ahead in the background. In the forefront, you have people like Elizabeth Warren, you know, and her anti-crypto army. You also have Gary Gensler crushing out crypto on every way he can. But I still think in the background, the smart people are working to push innovation ahead. I think it's still coming together, and we will get the big announcements all at once, maybe. Or maybe I'm totally wrong about that, and the U.S. is being left behind. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and SEC Chair Gary Gensler are set to share the stage at the same event on November 6th to 9th during DC FinTech Week 2023. And you see the headline speakers, Brad Garlinghouse and Gary Gensler. I wonder if they'll get into a heated argument. We'll have to wait and see. Breaking news, several U.S. bank systems down as direct deposit systems crash. What's going on? And these are like major banks. It's like Chase, Bank of America, JP Morgan. A lot of people said they're doing the transition now for ISO. Other people said they're having liquidity problems and they had no choice but to shut down. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, and even this article isn't very clear on it either. They're just saying that the system went down and they got some statements from the banks, but you know the banks aren't going to give you the 100% truth on it. But I think there's major problems going on in the banking system in the United States. U.S. banks runs and fraud and correction and shutdown. $100 billion in deposits exit U.S. banking system in 3 weeks, as Fed survey says banks face financial stability risk. Fifth, third bank shutters 19 branches, while Citizens Bank closes down 7 and PNC axes 3 this week. Is your local on the chopping block? You know, we are watching money exit the bank at a very alarming rate. And anybody who knows what's really going on needs to get their money out of the banks as soon as possible. First off, the bank is never going to make you any money off of your money. You know, you put it in a savings account, you get way less than 1%. You put it in a checking account, same thing, way less than 1%. You could take that same money, invest it into utility-driven cryptocurrencies, and all of a sudden you could easily 100x your money. And if you hold it long enough, you could 1000x your money, maybe even more. And you know, and at the same time, you have Janet Yellen saying the safest place to keep your money is in a bank. That might have worked years ago, but people are starting to wake up now. When they first talked about those crashes and problems at the banks this morning, people were already talking about bail-ins because people are waking up. They're no longer believing the mainstream media news. They're no longer trusting in the government, and that's a good thing. Making more sense today now, isn't it? And this is the U.S. debt clock. You see, Federal Reserve Vault. This is where the money comes from. And you see, do not enter, danger, wrong way. You know, the Federal Reserve has not done anything good for the American people. It's a private entity. And the Federal Reserve seems to only look out for the Federal Reserve. They keep printing money, and then all of a sudden inflation hits. Then they got to raise interest rates and put people in even deeper debt. And the money that they're printing is not worth anything to begin with. The U.S. dollar is falling in value, and now we have China coming for the U.S. dollar. On top of that, we can't stop spending, and then we're sending money overseas at the same time. The U.S. dollar is finished. It's time for someone to finally come out and just say it on the mainstream media news already. Just say, listen, the dollar is absolutely worthless. And people go to work and they pay their mortgage with worthless money. They make their car payment with worthless money. And then they have to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet. This whole system right now is not sustainable. A new system is coming, and we're invested in it by investing in XRP. While we watch the greatest transfer of wealth in our lifetime, we are going to be a major part of it. We are going to get very wealthy. All you have to do is stay patient, stay positive, and wait this out. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.